Hello everybody! Today I plan to talk about the sport of fencing, including its accessories and skills, not to mention all of the great people who participate. Hopefully by telling you everything there is to know about fencing, along with interviewing a fellow student who practices the sport, I can reveal some truth about a sport that has been falsely portrayed in many action and fantasy movies. Before we begin to look into the real side of fencing, let's take a look at some of the portrayals of the sport. Shown here is a scene from the movie The Princess Bride, where the character Inigo Montoya faces off with the Man in Black, who are both equally skilled in what appears to be fencing. Unfortunately, while this scene is fantastically choreographed, it is not true to the sport. A common explanation for this deception is that it serves to better entertain the audience due to its faster pacing and more intense action. Let's see if we can find some interesting things about fencing before we get into the gritty questioning. Here we go. A useful image from a site that focuses on Olympic events, which should shed some light on the fundamentals of the sport. For example, you can see here the proper stance that a fencer takes, along with mapping of the armor and the three main fencing weapons shown on the top right: the foil, the epee, and the saber. Now, let's pay a visit to the local fencing club to interview an expert fencer. I have here an expert fencer named Brian Springoil. He's a sophomore now, but has been fencing since his days in high school. Hello, Brian.
Hello, Russell.
I would like to ask you a couple of questions related to the sport of fencing.
Sure thing. Ask away.
Alright, excellent. So if you can answer this question, it could also help shed some light on the allure of fencing. With that said, what influenced you to take up fencing in the first place?
Seemed like an interesting sport. I had always enjoyed playing around with toy swords as a kid. So I thought, why not give it a try? Give it a try, and I enjoyed it. It's a very interesting sport.
Alright. And finally, with many forms of media portraying fencing in various action movies and scenes, can you think of any that have faithfully depicted the sport? If not, then why?
No, not really. And the main point is the big difference between fencing in a film and fencing in real life. And just any sort of sword fighting. In film and stage and television, you're going for entertainment. You want to make something that lasts a long time and is very flashy. In any sort of combat sport such as fencing or actual combat, you don't want to make it flashy. You want to win. You be pragmatic.
As we've seen, most action movies have distorted the true nature of fencing in order to maintain the audience's attention with high levels of action. Unfortunately, that also means that most people remain unaware of what fencing actually is. Well, that's it. Hope you enjoyed, and goodbye.